possible to spot a lie?
Most people can only spot a lie with 54% accuracy. They've actually studied the average person is very bad. You're better off tossing a coin. 54% accuracy. We are very bad at spotting liars. So it is very important to give someone the benefit of the doubt because you don't know. It's very hard to spot. It is possible there are certain statistical cues to deceit. There are cues that over and over again research find liars typically do, but not always. Like there's no Pinocchio's nose. There's no one cue that means someone is lying. But there are a couple cues that come up over and over again. One we already talked about, the question inflection. It's very suspicious if someone is speaking and all of a sudden they ask a question, if they're not actually asking a question, right? Like if all of a sudden you hear the question inflection used on a statement or a number or a boundary or a timeline, that's when I'm like, let's double click on that for a second and talk about that budget. So you mentioned the number was 500,000. Where does that number come from? Let's talk about more. I want to hear if I'm going to hear it again.
Interesting.
So that's a double click for me. That's like, let's make sure that I heard that right. Let's make sure that you feel confident about it. Where does that come from? So that's just a little red flag that says dive deeper. Nothing is a sign of lying. It's just a sign that you should dig deeper.